A ghost, also known as an apparition of a poltergeist, is the soul of a spirit of a dead person or an animal that can appear to the living. Ghosts usually appear to be an invisible presence, to translucent, to realistic, lifelike visions. The belief in the existence of ghosts has been there for centuries, thanks to certain religious practices such as funeral rites, exorcisms, and some practices of spiritualism and ritual magic which are specifically designed to rest the spirits of the dead. Ghosts are generally described as solitary human-like essences, though stories of ghostly armies and the ghosts of animals rather than humans have also been recounted. They are believed to haunt particular locations, objects, or people they were associated with in life. Now, why are we afraid of ghosts? Hey there, this is Ronald, and I'm gonna discuss the topic about why humans are way scarier than ghosts. So, the majority of the human race is deadly afraid of ghosts, while only around 1 out of 4 people experience hauntings. Our human instinct usually gives us the feeling of fear when we are confronted with something that we think is dangerous, such as a pack of angry dogs, or maybe even heights, or maybe the ocean. It is understandable that people who have met ghosts to be afraid of them. But what about those who didn't encounter ghosts? Why are they scared? Well, in my opinion, the only part about ghosts that are scary is it's because of the fear of the unknown. Our mind is what that makes ghosts extra scary. If you put it simply, ghosts, they aren't really scary. They really aren't. If you think about it, they can't harm us physically. I mean, most of them, like the harmless type of ghosts. Maybe not like demons and shit. I mean, you have to admit they are kind of scary, but they are not as scary as humans, And ghosts, they leave after you do an exorcism or you just do some sort of blessing and shit. The only reason why we are scared of ghosts is because of the media. We have tons of movies which makes us scared of ghosts, like The Conjuring, and I only watched that movie, so that movie was scary, man. I watched it 3 o'clock in the morning. Part 2 actually, not part 1. Part 1 was shit. That's pretty much it. The reason why it's scary. Other than that, there are many video games of it. For example, Resident Evil, Outlast is not really ghost. I mean, Resident Evil is not really ghost either. What the hell? Well, actually, now that I think about it, we do have some pretty scary ghost games. I didn't really think back earlier, but games like Silent Hill and Corpse Party, those games are really scary. But do you really think that ghosts, like in those games, exist? I mean, we do have like demons, vengeful evil spirits and all, but most of the time we don't really see them. They don't really come to us in real life. We usually either hear them from stories from people who we know, or we hear in the news. I mean, usually not in the news. We usually read stories about them on the internet or in movies and in games. That's pretty much it for ghosts. I mean, there are still a lot of people who do not even believe in the existence of ghosts, but we'll leave that for later. That's pretty much it, about ghosts. They aren't really that scary. Well, humans, on the other hand, they are way scarier than ghosts, and here's why. If you actually think about it, humans can actually kill you, unlike most ghosts. And Humans can inflict pain, either it's physical or emotional pain. Physical, for example, people beating the shit out of you. Emotional, when your stupid ex breaks your heart and leaves you or uses you. And then, other than that, we have creepy bastards like stalkers and rapists who can really screw up your life. And if you really think about it, humans are the ones who made ghosts scary in the first place because of movies and stories. And last but not least, if you take into consideration about the deep web and stories about the deep web and the dark web and stuff, the human mind is what that's scary. The human mind is really fucked up. I mean, I've really heard a lot of stories about the deep web and the dark web and how sick those people are. Well, even if I try to say one story of it, this video get demonetized instantly. Now, speaking about games, this is where Outlast comes into play. If you guys seen Outlast and just Outlast Part 1, you can see how really screwed up their minds actually are, and how just effed up it is. How much we humans can actually do. I mean, we do have a ghost there. I forgot what's his name. I mean, the whistleblower. Yeah, but he wouldn't exist in real life. But look at Chris Walker, for example. He just walks around beheading people with his bare hands. He doesn't even have a nose, and his skin is all, I don't know, burnt. There are many people just out there who want to kill you. In the entire game, you can't even walk 5 meters without finding pieces of flesh, of dead flesh of people around on the floor. That game is really like a representation of how screwed up the human mind can actually get. Now, putting it in short, like comparing the two between humans and ghosts. So ghosts are only scary because of the fear of the unknown. We don't really know what ghosts can do to us when we meet one. That's why we are scared, and that's why we are afraid of the dark. We're not really we're technically not afraid of the dark. We're just scared of what might be in there. Alright, and that's where our mind makes us extra scared. Our mind is what makes ghosts extra scary. Like, I remember there was a show where I think it's called Blackout, where they put people in rooms which are pitch black, there are no lights, and they make them put their hands into boxes, and they could literally just be touching a teddy bear, but they will freak the hell out. That's what the fear of the unknown does it to you. Know what I'm saying? And there is a saying, the fear of death is greater than the death itself, but the fear of the unknown is the greatest fear of them all. And ghosts, they can't harm us physically. Regular ghosts, they can't harm us physically, unless you watch shows like some sort of like Ghost Hunters, and you see how these evil spirits, they like give you scars on your skin. Yeah, stuff like that. I can't really explain that part, but maybe they can harm you physically. Maybe not all. Maybe not all. Okay, and then ghosts, they're like I said before, they are kind of scary, but they are not as nearly as scary as humans. And the last part about ghosts, they will leave after an exorcism. Now try doing an exorcism to a human being. He ain't gonna leave. He'll stay there. I mean, it's not gonna work on a human anyway. So, going to humans can actually kill you. They can actually hurt you very badly. They could literally just lock you up in a room and torture you for days, months, or possibly years. You've definitely heard stories of people being tortured for months and barely even seeing daylight. And then we also have people like stalkers and rapists and shit. Stuff that really makes my blood boil. And then taking into consideration that humans are the ones who make ghosts scary in the first place by making movies and stories. And last but not least is how screwed up our human mind really is. I mean, like, every single person in the world, let they be just a normal person like you and me, a homeless guy, maybe even a priest, all it needs is just like how the Joker said, all we need is just a push, and our mind can just go into insanity, and we can become one of the most screwed up people in the world. Well, that's it for today's video, and that's the reason why I think that humans are way scarier than ghosts. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment. Leave your opinion down there. Let me know if you like the video, and I'll see you in whatever video I make next. Bye bye. Oh, no!